The best adventures are oftentimes last minute. On our way to this next airport, we make some new friends in the skies of Texas.
Well, you just got another subscriber. All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
Find a great airport for fuel, and enjoy the natural scenery on the ground. Now, we didn't know what to expect flying into our first ever stop in this state, but we learned it definitely lives up to that Texan hospitality. So when we started the channel, it was to answer a simple question, but as we expanded, we evolved and updated the series name. We were sad to see the initial series go, but as we traveled further, we would have these airports we would visit strictly as a pit stop for fuel. We didn't release these since they were short, and sometimes there isn't much to see since our stops can be as quick as 30 minutes. But we realized that these stops are just as important for pilots as the longer format videos, and it also helps us maintain a weekly video cadence without burning out. And today, we start the year bringing back a series that many of you enjoyed as we visit Clifton Municipal Airport in Clifton, Texas.
Clifton Municipal, flight of 2 Aeros, 18 miles west, inbound runway 32.
Today we will be heading out VFR from Carlsbad, New Mexico on a 2.5-hour, 350 nautical mile trip. Most of it flying formation with Justin in his Aero. But how do we end up in Carlsbad, New Mexico? Well, we arrived the night before, and since you really couldn't see anything, we couldn't make a video of that airport. Once leaving New Mexico, we would be flying over Texas, and since everything is flat, it was direct to our destination at 9,500 feet with smooth conditions the whole way. Once arriving, we would make left traffic for runway 32. So in Southern California, we have mountains, and besides really testing our high density altitude knowledge, they also create barriers for a lot of the shared frequencies among the untowered airports. That is not the case here in this area of Texas, and as soon as we clicked over to the frequency for Clifton Municipal Airport, this happened.
Taylor.
Sleeper in the Warrior exit.
Oh. Yeah.
What you're hearing is a lot of different airports sharing the same frequency, all talking over each other. And we listened to this for the entire arrival, so we won't do that to you. Instead, we'll play you some radio chatter between some friendly Texan pipeline pilots and Justin. That was one of our favorite moments of the trip. Then we'll come back and talk some history.
Hey, Roger, what's pressure altitude again? Is that standard? 299 with the reading, or is it the altimeter reading with a good barometric pressure setting?
Now, I didn't know the answer, but we had some good friends out there in Texas with the assist.
It's whatever the altimeter is reading at 299. Hey, you just made my girlfriend very happy. Thank you for that.
Pilots helping pilots.
You can read your pressure altitude by setting your altimeter to 2992.
Second one to the party, but I appreciate the help. Wait, so someone's name is Roger? Actually, his name is Outside the Cockpit. Check him out on YouTube. He's getting pretty big. Hell yeah.
Our marketing agent over here.
He's my former student, and now I'm asking him questions. GA is hard. Funny how that works. Yeah. So what do y'all look at when you're flying out here? You mean like pipelining? Is that what you're doing? Yeah, we just fly over like underground pipelines to make sure there's no leaks or digging and that kind of stuff. And you can see that from the air? Yeah, I'm sitting at about 300 AGL, 400, something like that. Ooh. That's awesome. Yeah, that's a pretty sick gig if you have a 182. Yeah. What are y'all doing? We are transporting a Piper Aero from Los Angeles, California to Tennessee, going to Chattanooga. Damn, y'all got a ways to go. Hey, this tailwind's helping out though. We're showing like 150 ground speed, so not mad about that. That's what a couple of my buddies were telling me. They were sending pictures to a group chat we have. They're up at like 9,000 feet and they're going like 170, 180, and a little 172. I'm not seeing that yet, but we're hoping as we get east, it's supposed to pick up maybe like almost 40, 50 knots on the tail. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah, we're going to use all of that on the video, just to let you guys know.
No, there were no curse words. Go for it.
You said it was outside the cockpit?
Outside the cockpit on YouTube. The premise started as GA pilot going to like random airports and documenting where to park your airplane as a resource for new pilots, and it's just exploded. They're doing so good. Well, you just got another subscriber. All right.
Awesome. Thank you.
You got another one too, 12,500. That's pretty good, man.
This is so awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Justin.
Got you, buddy. Yeah.
So yeah, we were having too good of a time. So to our Texas friends out there, thank you guys for making that extremely memorable. And of course to Justin for being our head of marketing. And for those that don't know, I was Justin's first full-time student. And here we are 3 years later, flying formation over Texas. All right, so let's get into some history. Clifton Municipal Airport, better known as Eisenhower Field, has quietly served Central Texas aviation since 1966. Built by the city of Clifton, this small general aviation airport was created to give Bosque County an aviation connection when rural airports were vital lifelines for businesses, agriculture, and personal travel. From the start, Clifton wasn't meant to be a commercial airline hub. Instead, it became a place for private pilots, crop dusters, and small aircraft moving people and goods across Texas. With a single runway, the airport was perfectly sized for general aviation.
Got a bird right there.
Clifton Traffic, Aero 32469 or 2.5 west, entering left downwind runway 32.
In 1983, the airport entered a new chapter when the current FBO opened on the field. What started as a small operation grew into a cornerstone of the airport, providing fuel, maintenance, and the kind of hospitality that makes pilots go out of their way to stop in, which we'll definitely talk about a little more later. Over the years, the FBO helped build a reputation that spread far beyond Bosque County, turning the quiet municipal airport into a favorite stop for traveling pilots. Like many small town airports, Clifton Municipal has survived economic shifts, industry changes, and even nationwide slowdowns. But it has remained active thanks to the steady local support and continued improvement, which is obvious when you come here. Grant and infrastructure updates help keep the airport in great condition, which provides a great resource for both pilots and the community. Clifton Municipal Airport is untowered at 760 feet elevation with one runway, 1432 at 3,000 feet. Now a note about the runway. If you read the chart supplement, it reads that there is no line of sight between runway ends, and it's completely true. The middle has a hump, so when you land, just know that it'll most likely be on an incline, but the runway is in excellent condition.
Clifton Traffic, Aero 39 Hotel, entering left downwind for 32 Clifton.
Clifton Traffic, Aero 32469er is base, runway 32.
Now there are no instrument approaches, so make sure that if there is weather here, have an alternate.
Clifton Traffic, Aero 32469er is final, runway 32.
But speaking of weather, what is it like here in Clifton, Texas? Well, it has classic Central Texas flying weather. Good most of the year with a few seasonal considerations pilots should know.
Clifton Traffic, Aero 39 Hotel, turning left base, 32 Clifton.
First, let's talk summers. They're hot and humid with daytime highs regularly in the 90s. Density altitude can be a factor, especially on afternoon departures, so early morning and evening flights are usually smoother and more comfortable.
Clifton Traffic, Aero 39 Hotel, turning final for 32 Clifton.
Next, spring brings some of the best flying weather with mild temperatures and green scenery, but it's also thunderstorm season. Expect buildups, gusty winds, and occasional convective activity, particularly in the late afternoon. Now, fall is often ideal for general aviation. Cooler temps, lower humidity, and generally stable conditions. It's one of the best times of the year to fly into Clifton. Now, winters are mild with daytime highs typically in the 50s to 60s, but cold fronts can bring gusty north winds, so make sure you watch out for that.
Clifton Traffic, Aero 32469er is down and clear, 32.
Now, as far as the traffic here, we can only talk about our experience, and it was relatively quiet, even with all the chatter at nearby airports. And as we discussed before, there is an FBO on the field called Clifton Aero, which does provide a pilot's lounge, and they are extremely friendly.
Clifton Traffic, Aero 39er Hotel, clear of 32 Clifton.
Initially, we didn't see anyone around, but our friends found a gentleman, Carl, from the FBO who was extremely helpful and got us a crew car so we could head into town for some food. As you'll see shortly, there is self-serve fuel in the same area as transient parking. And coming from California, prices were about $1 cheaper, which was amazing for us. And no, there is no cafe on the field, but the town is about 10 minutes away, and again, with the crew car, it's really easy to get some food. All right, now that we made it, it's time to get some fuel and then go exploring Clifton for some food.
Hey guys, so we're here in Clifton?
Yes.
Clifton, Texas.
Yep.
And we just arrived here. This is our day 2 leg, and we have our friends back there somewhere. And this is actually our last stop with them.
Yes.
And from here, we're gonna move on to Houston. They're moving on to Baton Rouge. But this is the furthest east we have flown to date, and tonight it'll be even further.
Yeah.
The approach in here is crazy because all the frequencies are just, it was like 5 airports.
It's pure chaos. I mean, you guys heard it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy. I don't know how anyone hears anything.
I was this close to really turning it down because it was hard to even come in because it was bumpy on the way in.
Yeah.
And so it gets pretty crazy out here.
But it was really pretty flying in.
It's very beautiful out here. Yeah. It's peaceful. Weather's amazing. I mean, it's chillier, but I love it like this.
Yeah.
And the runway though, it's a little like, it's interesting. It kind of goes down, but it like bumps up. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna out Justin back there. He said he slightly bounced his, but it's okay. I did a horrible landing last night. So yeah, it was, Hannah's feet were hurting, I think, for a little bit. I don't know, we're excited to be out here. We're gonna go check out the restrooms, the pilot's lounge, and I think we're gonna go get something to eat.
I think so. We're gonna try to get a crew car and get in here.
So they do have crew cars here, and they have some good food apparently. But yeah, right now it's the calm before the storm of over there, but we're enjoying this. Like I said, it's beautiful over here. And we heard well, we didn't hear, I read on ForeFlight that it was a very scenic approach.
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, it definitely was really pretty.
Besides the chaos of like the turbulence and the radios. But outside of that, it's very beautiful here. So we're gonna go check around now, and then we'll show you guys what's around here. Ready? Mm-hmm. Let's go. All right, we
well, I didn't actually. Justin's girlfriend Lauren talked to a gentleman, Carl, right? And he took care of us and he got us this as a crew car. So this is what we'll be using because it is 5 of us and a doggo. And so it's gonna be perfect and really nice. Again, I didn't expect something this nice, like this big. So it's gonna be sweet. Yeah, and it looks clean. And really, they just said I think they put air in the tires and fuel.
Now, at first glance, this might seem like a quiet town, but Clifton is not only the largest city in the county at 2 square miles, it is also the Norwegian capital of Texas. Matter of fact, the word Texas in Norwegian means crazy, wild, or chaotic. About 30 to 40% of the population, which according to the last year's census was about 3,500 people, can trace their heritage back to Norway. We ended up at a restaurant called Johnny's Place, which was what we needed to fill up and get us going.
It's like a smash burger.
I
like
that.
Reminds me of my childhood burgers.
This is the Clifton Whipple Truss Bridge, built in 1884. A little after 2017, it was replaced with the bridge we are driving on today. You could still walk across at one point, but it is now inaccessible even though most images online show a walkable path, which as you saw no longer exists. Clifton celebrates their Nordic ties with an annual Norwegian country Christmas tour, held the first Saturday of December. Oh, and speaking of the county, so we researched up and down what the pronunciation is. I initially called it Bosque County, but then we heard it was possibly Bosque County, and then another pronunciation was Bosque County. We tried really hard, but if you live in the county, let us know how to pronounce it so at least we don't sound like tourists when we visit next time.
So we are getting out of here out of Clifton. We got to check out the FBO. We got the crew car and we had some lunch slash dinner. No, it's lunch slash dinner and kind of in between. But this is a cool, just a nice quiet little stop.
Yeah.
Again, gentleman was really friendly and we're actually kind of in a rush because we're trying to beat the sundown, right? That's not what it's called. What's it called?
Sunset.
Sunset.
I mean, it could be sundown if you're like a cowboy.
Okay. Texas is already getting into sundown. But yeah, so we're just gonna get ready to get out of here. But again, if you guys want to come, it's a quick little stop. The radios are very just busy. That's about the only thing that I would warn. And this runway is a little. And there's Justin back here. The guy who taught me how to fly back there. That's him. So, Justin, do you want to say hi?
How you doing?
He's a little shy, but he's not shy in real life. So, anyways, we're out of here, and we'll see you guys on the next one. See you guys.
Now this is where Justin and I would split on this trip. They would head to Baton Rouge and we would be on our way to, well, you'll have to wait for next week to find out. This would be the furthest east we would have flown to date, and Clifton was a beautiful and a peaceful stop with a great FBO. Thanks to Carl at Clifton Aero for taking care of us. You guys might be wondering, how did we choose Clifton in the first place? Well, for a common reason, a lot of pilots choose an airport: fuel prices. Waco was about 20 miles southeast, which had fuel that was almost $2 a gallon more expensive. That's all the reason you need. Now, of course, I want to thank all our members for making this channel possible. We can't tell you how grateful we are for your support, and we're so excited for 2026 because we have even more awesome places we are going to visit and share with you. But even better, we hope to visit and meet many more of you guys, because that's been our favorite part. This entire trip was a last-minute decision, maybe 2 weeks heads up. Justin reached out and asked if he wanted to go on a trip with him as he moves his plane to Tennessee. Irene says there are just some things you just say yes to, and flying partly across the country with a friend and a brother in aviation will definitely be a core memory for us. So if you have a chance to do something that seems amazing, scary, and new, make sure you don't regret not doing it, because you might just make aviation friends in Texas. So go fly, go discover.
Clifton Traffic, Aero 19039 Hotel, taking runway 14, straight out departure, Clifton.
Traffic, Kilo, upwind 33, send you to taxi.
Clifton Traffic, Aero 39 Hotel on the upwind 14, Clifton.
Seasonal traffic, 00 Papa, crosswind, left crosswind, 14. We'll be departing out of downwind in northeast, Stephenville.
Traffic, traffic, 8 Mike, Foxtrot, 3 miles, straight in, final, 34.
Traffic, Archer 30126.
Waco departure, Archer 440, Tango Charlie at 7,500.
400. Hello.
440, Tango Charlie, Waco for trust, maintain DFR.
Maintain VFR, 440, Tango Charlie.
Departure career track 134, 1,500, climb it to 3,000. Check 134, wake of departure, radar contact, reset transponder, squawk 5207. 5207, crew check 134. Crew check 134, you're cleared direct Arlington Airport. You can turn right on course, climb maintain 4000. Crew check 134, verify that you copy claims.
Repeat the clearance for crew check 134.
Crew check 134, you're cleared to the Arlington Airport via direct. Turn right direct Arlington, climb maintain 4000.
Clear direct Arlington, flight.
On maintain 4000, crew check 134.
November 279 Alpha Golf, wake approach, wake altimeter 3026, air request.
3026, and we're with the RNAV 35. Alpha Golf.
November 9 Alpha Golf, roger. Are you able to accept direct to Moby for the straight in?
Yes, we can accept that for 9 Alpha Golf.
November 9 Alpha Golf, roger. Clear direct to Moby, heli approach terminate.
We'll go direct Moby, and then we'll terminate with a misapproach back to San Marcos for 9 Alpha Golf.
November 9 Alpha Golf, roger. After completion of the approach, turn right, heading 120. Climb maintain 5000, turn this frequency.
After the minutes, we'll go right to 120 up 5000, and we'll return here to this frequency for 9 Alpha Golf.
Afternoon, Waco approach 4 flight 1417, level 5000, with whiskey, looking for the RNAV 1, full stop.
45 1417, wake approach, roger. Wake altimeter 3026. Are you going to be able to accept direct shale for the straight in RNAV 1?
Affirmative, direct shell, 4 flight.
45 1417, roger. Just remain present heading for now. Expect direct shale in about 5 miles.
Expect shell in 5, 4 flight 1417.
Departure 6072 miles west of McGregor, looking for flight following to the southwest Park area.
Second 07, roger. Wake altimeter 3026. Reset transponder, squawk 0365. November 8 Juliet Alpha, flighting 170.
170, 378 Juliet Alpha.
Look at departure, 226 at 1000 feet, climbing.
Second 07, radar contact 2 miles west of McGregor Airport, maintain VFR.
Okay, contact, maintain VFR, second 07.
Second 26, wake departure, radar contact, maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR, second 26.
Flight 1417, clear direct shale.
Clear direct shale, 4 flight 1417.
Flight 1417, cross shell out above 3,600, clear on nav runway 1 approach.
Cross shale at 3,600 or higher, clear for the RNAV 1 approach, 4 flight 1417. approach section 211 uniform, 10 miles northwest of the field, inbound, full stop whiskey.
And last only, who's inbound?
Section 211 uniform.
November 211 uniform, roger, and stand by.
Again, 211 uniform.
Cross Moby at or above 2,300, cleared on runway 35 right approach, TSCC Airport. November 279 Alpha Golf, cross Moby at or above 2,300, cleared on runway 35 right approach, TSDC Airport.
Cross Moby at or above 2,300, cleared for the RNAV 35 right to TSTC for center as well.
And November 211 uniform, did you want to fly following me to Waco, or did you want me to switch over to tower?
No flight following, I can switch over to tower, 211 uniform.
Number 211 uniform, roger, contact tower 119.3.
Contact tower 119.3, 211 uniform.
Second 09 or contact tower 119.3.
Contact tower 119.3, second 09, thank you.
November 378 Juliet Alpha, turn left heading 090.
Left heading 090, 8 Juliet Alpha.